the enchanting sunset over the desert of Phoenix. It's that time of the year. Happy holidays, everyone, from 2K Sports as we get set to bring you some mid-season NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg alongside. And our sideline reporter tonight is Doris Burke. This game against Cleveland is the first time they've met this season. Home court advantage played a part in last year's season series. Each team took their home game in a 1-1 split.
Yeah, really a rare trade.
The Cavaliers leading by 4. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Right side, Irving. Good, and the assist goes to James. And it's 6 points for Kyrie Irving. Kyrie Irving, an explosive scorer. We all know that. His rate of assists continually dropping over his NBA career. And Greg, does he need to be more of a pure point guard?
You know, he does have the advantage of playing with LeBron James, one of the best playmakers in the league. It's a good fit, I think, at this stage of his career because right now they need him to score the basketball while he continues to improve his point guard skills.
It's Varejao, high post. Plan on him.
Usually if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
Freak with it. Now guarded by Shumpert. A minute 42 left to play in the first. 6 on the shot clock from 20 feet out. And Freak gets it to go on the assist by Booker. Freak's got his second basket of the night. Cleveland leading by 3. Irving dishes to Thompson. Picked by Varejao. 1:16 left in the first quarter. And the basket good.
And a big height advantage right there.
You know, it's tough to bring a big man that far away from the goal, but that might be a mismatch they're willing to live with.
Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Here's Chen. Rebound by Anderson Varejao.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
The drive by James. It's hauled in by the Suns. They're coming off that win against Philadelphia.
How about the rhythm they got into offensively there? There's no doubt in my mind what the result was going to be once they started to click.
Really impressive, partner, because they simply put it on cruise control.
Varejao against Morris. There's the 3. That will not drop. Still looking for his groove. He's 1 of 6 so far from the floor.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
LeBron James on the wing. Covered by Morris. 13 feet away. Shot is off. A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through 1. Cavaliers lead by 5. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And let's hear from Tyson Chandler. He talked about what he brings to this team.
I do a lot that doesn't show up on the stat sheet. That's what I pride myself on. You know, some nights you're not going to get the ball, but you still can be effective on the floor. Whether that's rebounding, playing defense, hustling, trying to create extra shots for your team. Whatever it is necessary that I feel like help my team get a win.
Chandler has long been the kind of player all coaches want on their team. He's the definition, Greg, of an unselfish player who doesn't care about his ego or his stats.
And he knows that and prides himself on it. That also makes him the kind of player.
Here's Williams. Chen in at point guard. Chandler out there with Henry Sims. And it's Sonny Weems. And it's Knight in at the 2 spot. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. And it's Smith missing.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Cavs were poised to make a huge run last year in the playoffs. Swept the Celtics in the first round, but it cost them.
Yeah, and even though they did get that sweep, they lose Kevin Love for the rest of the way. And that put a big hurdle in their quest for the title.
Let's go to our sideline reporter, Doris Burdick. Doris, what do you have?
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the 76ers was a big factor. He had 9 points, and in addition to his scoring, he also came away with a season high for rebounds. It was a great contribution from someone who's considered a bit more of a role player on his team.
And Doris, thank you so much. He couldn't have been much better in that game, could he, GA?
Not at all. He was great. I mean, that's for sure. If he wasn't at his best, he was awfully close.
Guys, he came to compete and win. Let's hope he's got that same attitude, that same energy, that same swag here tonight. No denying it, injuries were a big part of the storyline in the Cavs postseason. Fortunately, LeBron James was otherworldly after the first round. Took care of the Bulls, then went on to sweep the Hawks to get back to the finals.
Knight against Smith. Clock at 6. Sims, the pass to Chen. Shot is no good. And it's the Cavaliers taking it the other way.
And for the Cavs last season, their toughest test would be in the finals against the Warriors. Like every other team, they just couldn't handle the Warriors for a full series. A great run to the finals, and surely they'll want to return there this season. I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter, just served him up.
Now here's Williams. He's tightly guarded. Chandler against Mozgov. In the corner, Smith with it. It's a pick by Love. Smith kicks to Love. Rebounded by Weems. Suns trail by 4. Here's Chen. Good D by Williams. Cleveland's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Smith dishes to Love. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. 10 points for Love.
Almost an impossible shot to block in the post. The defender can't give up that much of a height advantage and expect to contest it.
Fires the 3. Weems' shot is good.
Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
And now, your Suns dancer.
Booker, he's checked in for Phoenix.
One more time, give me a hand.
And we're through the first half of basketball here, and what's been a good one. Cleveland ahead. They're up by 4. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Gentlemen, I'm over here with Tristan Thompson, and after that first half, Tristan, what's the plan going to be for this second half?
Well, it's simple. It's going to be a dogfight. You know, they got big guys, true bigs, and we got to come out, play hard, and not let up.
You have to have plenty of bark in a dogfight, Tristan. Thank you. Guys?
Thanks, Doris. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter started.
All right, guys, I want to go over some things before we get back out there. For the most part, we played an intelligent first half. Our passing has been crisp. We haven't given the ball away, and that's big because we can't afford turnovers. Those will kill us. Our offense in the paint was a positive. Our entry passes were sharp and you showed off some excellent post moves. Really nice footwork down there. And just to talk about what we want for the pace of the game, I'd say nice and steady suits us just fine. It doesn't have to be a track meet. We know we can take their best punches and hang with them. Now it's time to hit them with everything we got and see how they handle it.
The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game.
How about the night Irving is having? 10 points, and he's got 2 baskets from out in three-point land.
And I'm sure they'd like to get a few more of those out of him.
He's making some changes. Alex Lenz checked in for Chandler. Henry Sims comes in for Morris, and Freak subbed in for Knight. And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Anderson Varejau's checked in for Mozgov. Thompson comes in for Kevin Love. Jefferson's checked in for LeBron. And it's Iman Shumpert in for Smith. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, Thompson and Varejao at the 4 and 5. Irving is out there with Iman Shumpert. And it's Jefferson in at the small forward position. And the Suns making a change here. Knight's checked in. 29 seconds left to play in the third. Irving with the ball. He's got 20. The screen from Thompson. The tray. Irving can't get it to go.
And no excuse there for missing that one after being freed up by a great pick.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, they came away empty, but they got the look they wanted, and really, I like the movement and communication there.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Cavaliers lead by 10. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the fourth quarter next. The fourth quarter just moments away now as we welcome you back. The Cavaliers lead. Making some changes. Tyson Chandler, he's checked in for Alex Len. Markieff Morris comes in for Henry Sims, and Freak subbed in for Knight. Then for the Cavaliers, Kevin Love's checked in for Tristan Thompson. James comes in for Jefferson, and it's Williams in for Kyrie Irving. Tucker and Morris holding the forward spots. Bledsoe is out there with Freak, and it's Chandler in at the pivot spot manning the middle. That's who's out there for Phoenix.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for Cleveland.
They made more foul shots, and that was the difference.
And that was a huge advantage. The free throw game, always a significant barometer in terms of who wins and loses.
And so looking at their number, this will be win number 22 on the year.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And that next meeting, Greg, will be their second and final game of the season series, being in opposite conferences. So you bet nobody wants to get swept even in a 2-game season series. So I think the next game will be hotly contested.
A fantastic show. And what an amazing all-around game it was for Kyrie Irving. He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
Love with the screen for Smith. From 10 feet out, and he tries off the glass, but it's no good.
Got it.
Now here's Freak. He's guarded by Williams. And Tucker kicks to Morris. Varejao against Bledsoe. With a step back. Cannot hit. And so it's Cleveland taking care of business in this one. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
And that's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Thank you, Kevin. LeBron, you are in the midst of yet another great season, posting tremendous individual numbers and the team with an outstanding record. Is this the type of season that you set out to achieve right from the get-go?
I just wanted to play well. This whole season, I got back to what I know I'm capable of doing, and that's having fun with this game and, just believing in myself and my teammates. So I'm happy to be in a good place.
Thank you for the time, sir. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Doris. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching. Now we send you to the award-winning Ernie Johnson, who's standing by in our studio.
The 2K Sports Postgame Show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now let's move on to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Kyrie Irving.
Kyrie, this dude is a composed, mature leader. Along with all that mental strength, he's got such an incredible feel for the game. He runs the floor, he passes beautifully, and he could shoot from lights out from anywhere on the court.
They asked an awful lot from him tonight offensively, and he delivered. When they needed a big bucket, he was the guy they turned to, and he delivered, like I said. This guy was unbelievable. He did not shy away from the moment.
And that wraps things up, folks. Thanks for joining us. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the rest of the 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. Good night, everybody.
I told you, Dom Pagnotti always delivers. Brand Jordan Freak prototypes. Open the box, check them out.
It's like Christmas and my birthday on the same day. Oh, Dom.
You love them?
I love them.
Hey, they're waiting for your approval for production.
Approved.
Approved?
Approved.
Done. I'll make the call.
In Pagnotti we trust.
I told you you'd love them.
Man.
Hey, I'm going to have you playing in those in 30 days or less.
Oh, money. Oh, man.
Freaking and vibing. Freaking and vibing.
Freaking and vibing in these, baby.